They say that in business, the two strands of a business that get cut first are marketing and the training department. And as somebody that's run a L&D, a training business for the last 20 years, and of course had to market that throughout that time, that's a quite tough pill to have to swallow. My name is Graham David, and I want to share with you, not exactly a rant, but I guess what I hope is a reasonably thought-provoking idea, and I guess challenge possibly, or a little bit of a state of the nation. A rant, okay, let's be honest. I was chatting with a friend of mine today. We met for breakfast, and my friend is very, very commercial. So he is involved in buying and selling businesses, consulting on their success. And he was asking how my business is, and I was explaining, and he said, of course, one of the problems is that L&D, he said, I don't really want to buy it because it's a cost centre. And of course, I went into my prepared answer that I've been using for many years about the value that L&D offers. But as I was chatting to James, he pointed out that the way that a number of people, many people, even though they know there are some tangible and intangible benefits to training, but the way many people see it, of course, is that it is a cost. And there's no way around it, whether you are external, providing into companies, or whether you are part of the function. It's all a cost. And if nothing else, whatever the cost of the actual event or the training or the supplies, the room, you've got a room full of people that aren't doing their normal day job for however long they're there working with you. And I think sometimes as L&D professionals, we get caught up in what we know at a heart level is the benefit of the training. And what we fail to consider sometimes is, from a head perspective, what the other person needs to hear. So I still hear people talking about the intangible benefits, about the glue of the business, and how people have a team build element, and how good to refocus on this idea. And all of that, by the way, undeniably are, of course, values to that team of people. But I think we have to start being slightly more critical on this and find the hardline measures. We have to find the return on investment, and we have to design our training from the very outset as to this is going to be the benefit. It's either going to make you this money, or it's going to reduce this lost time, this turnover, this lost staffing because they're off sick or they're absent. It's going to reduce costs, it's going to speed up time to sale, it's going to increase productivity by this amount. And if we can talk in terms of hours or days, or even minutes, because minutes per person spread across a big enough business is a substantial saving or increase or additional extra. It's adding to the bottom line. And we've got to start creating training work that does that visibly does that. And ideally, we've got to get ourselves out of, I believe, the almost the last. It's almost like the last thought. We'll do the training. We'll put some work in, some great work, undoubtedly. That if the staff put into place, then we'll see the success. And we've then got to chase around everybody a week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 6 weeks later to try and get proof that what we did worked. We need to start building in ways that gets measured by those individuals themselves. Now, is that 100% accurate? No, of course it's not. It's definitely back of the envelope. But we've got to start doing this, because one function, one training function alone, just chasing all the people going through an industry, through a business, or however we decide to chase up that information, means that we're then trying to prove that what worked, rather than finding some more smart ways for the delegates themselves to demonstrate that they put into place what's required. And I think, as a final thought, where we need to start to position ourselves is beyond there's a problem, could you train it? Or we're thinking of this, could you help prepare us for it? We almost need to get a stage in front, so it becomes more of the strategy level. You want to do this move, increase the sales team, you want to reduce costs in this particular way, you want to improve your customer experience. So therefore, there's going to be a range of processes that you as the business might take. But what can we within the L&D function do in advance, so we get ahead of the problem before it even becomes a problem? And because we start to do that, then we can build in at design stage what the measure for success is, and crucially, how we get our delegates themselves to demonstrate the change in behaviour. So we move away from those intangibles, even though those intangibles are fabulous. And as an L&D person, I absolutely stand by all of them. We've got to get far more commercial and far more harder-edged about delivering a noticeable improvement to the bottom line. Hope that helps. I look forward to hearing from you in DMs, in comments below, in likes and shares. And as always, if there's anything else you'd like to comment, add, challenge, change, I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Thank you.